good fucking morning to you. Yeah, I know, I sound like complete and total horse shit. I'm just getting over the zombie plague. It's like day 7 of this shit. But for the most part, it's out of my lungs, it's out of my head. It's just, my voice sounds like absolute garbage. Yes, I know it's not morning either, it's like 7:30. I'm desperately trying to quit smoking, failing miserably. I will have to say this much, instead of having a pack of cigarettes a day, I'm only having like 4. So, there's a little bit of leeway there. Not much. Yes, I know, I've been lax on my rants. I've been lax on actually getting shit done. But I've been trying to make money, been busy trying to make bills. Life sucks right now. However, tonight I'm going to review the 2016 Dodge Ram Bighorn Edition. Now, yes, Mr. Mopar might be a little bit biased when it comes to his Rams. But there are a few glaring issues with the new Ram. One of them being, while the truck is an amazing thing to drive, you don't have a gear shift at all. You have a dial. Park, reverse, neutral drive. And it's completely 100% electric. Does not sing, there's no linkage it hooks up to. There's no gear shift for it. It is 100% a electric dial that you select gears with. It's not kosher. At least not for me. If you got a truck, you should be able to, especially a truck that you expect to tow shit in, you should be able to drop a gear, go down to what you need. And yes, there is a gear selection. It's a little button on the steering wheel. You can go up or down a gear on that. Well, again, it's all controlled by electrics. Electrics have a tendency to fail. There's no manual mode for this. There's no actual, okay, well, my buttons don't work. I need to be able to put my truck in drive. You can't crawl under there and just put the linkage in drive or whatever. No, the whole goddamn thing has to be towed. It's something I don't like. Somebody has a very, very iffy alarm. But all in all, that's the one major issue I had with that truck. Dodge did something new with this model year. They, instead of having a leaf spring rear end, I think I'm going to wait for Horny over here to fucking stop. Most annoying sound in the world. The dying Toyota horn. Ah, there we go. One of the things... Oh, fuck me. It's right here. You're looking for it. It's right there. Fuck. I can't find my car. Let me hit the horn and annoy everybody in the general area. Bye. Oh, shit. Overall, it's a good truck. Overall, it's a solid truck. They're doing something new with this model year as well, other than the little gear dial fucking thing, which drove me nuts. It has fully... yeah, it's gone now, thank God. But instead of having what's the traditional leaf springs in the rear end for the suspension, it's got independent rear suspension. The truck feels a lot more sure-footed. It feels more well-behaved. The truck actually sits down. It's not lowered, mind you, and it doesn't take away from its towing or hauling capacity either. Why Chevy and Ford haven't followed suit, I have no idea, but Dodge is the front runner in that. Still with the posse traction rear end, though. I mean, the only burnouts you're going to be able to do are peg legs. Haha, I have a 5.7 liter Hemi. Look at my fucking smoke from one tire. Come on, guys. You sit up high in the truck, the ride is comfortable. It's a hell of a lot better than this fucking van, that's for sure. The seats are a lot more comfortable. And that just shows me, too, that when it comes to Ram, and let me make that distinguishing right now. When Fiat bought Chrysler, Chrysler took Ram away from the Dodge lineup. Ram is its own thing now. Granted, everybody still sees it as a Dodge Ram, because Dodge still builds the sons of bitches. They're just under their own flagship. But that shows me Dodge is still spending their money in weird departments. Like they put these nice big comfortable seats in the Rams, but put these hard ass fucking things in these minivans. When the minivans are going to be on the road more than the trucks. statistically, you're going to spend more time in a minivan than you are a full-size truck. That doesn't make a bit of sense to me. Anyway, enough with that bitch. It still feels like a very comfortable truck. Let me get that straight away too, is because people like to say the new Rams, oh, it swallowed a luxury car. It doesn't feel like a car in any way, shape, or form. You get in this motherfucker, it's huge, okay? You feel like you fill up the whole fucking lane. Yeah, a lot of them are coming standard with the air ride. A lot of the 2500s and 3500s are coming standard with the airbags in the back. But I had a 1500 5.7 liter Hemi. But going back to size, the truck still feels like a big truck. You know, I had the quad cab, not the crew cab. I prefer the crew cab. So let's face it, the quad cab is, we don't want to make suicide doors anymore. We want to make it appear like it's a full four-door truck, but they're still as big as the suicide doors, and that's it. Come on, guys, you're not fooling anybody. That's a half a back seat. Overall, though, for as big as it is, the truck, like I said, feels sure-footed. You know, you're not intimidated by driving something that large. It doesn't feel like you're running in anybody's lane. It doesn't feel like you are going to lose control of the truck. You sit up, you have a very good driving position. You sit places where you can see everything. That's something that I think Ford and Chevrolet have lost. I mean, I had when my Sonic was in the shop, I had a Silverado 1500 for a few days. And, you know, the way the front end on that thing slopes, you don't know where the front of your truck is at all. You know, it's somewhere up there. Ford does the same thing. All the new Fords, they've got that big bulbous front end. It's not needed. And Dodge is doing a couple of new things to try and make themselves, I guess, relevant in the truck wars again. Because, I mean, Dodge's shining moment with the Ram was in 96. With the, oh, I'm sorry, not 96. I think it was 94. 94, 95. And they came out with the new body style. When they went from the D100s to the 1500. You know, that's when everybody saw it was stylish to buy a truck. Because it showed the consumer and the general public that a new truck doesn't have to look like a big boxy son of a bitch. You know, it looked aggressive, it looked mean, it looked modern. And Dodge was the front runner in that design. Because after that, you looked at Ford and Chevy and sorry. You look at Ford and Chevy and they took design cues from the new Ram. And then when Ram is still one of the very few trucks that kind of runs its own path, it still looks like a Dodge Ram. You can't mistake the back end of a Ram or the side of a Ram for anything else but a Ram. You know, it doesn't try to blend in with the herd. It still keeps its identity. And even in the design department on the interior, they still do that. I know it might be a small detail and the niggly little thing most people don't like, but I still like the fact that it has a removable coin holder. You can open up the center console. It has a removable change holder for quarters, nickels, and dimes. It's little details like that that I really like to see in a vehicle. I mean, yes, the interior is still plastic everywhere, and that's never going to go away. Every vehicle now is plastic. Plastic, 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 plastic. Fuck it. Alright? We're going to see nothing but plastic on the interior of vehicles. But the one thing I don't like about the new design of the Rams, though, and it wasn't on the 2016 I was in, it seems to be only on the 2017 models, is they write Ram on the tailgate in a foot-tall lettering. Why? And now you see Toyota, now you see Ford, and Chevrolet starting to do the same thing. They're writing their name as big as they possibly can across that tailgate to let people know, you're driving a Ford. I know this. I wouldn't have bought it if I didn't know what the fuck it was. And do I really need to show off to that many people behind me when I'm driving, just in case they didn't realize it? Like I said, there are a few glaring faults. The 5.7 liter Hemi. Well, yes, it's not a true Hemi. I'm tired of hearing that. The modern day 5.7 liter Hemi engine is a modern take on a Hemi. Is it a mirror image of the 426 in the 70s? No, it's not. But it doesn't make it any less of a hemispherical engine. It definitely is thirsty. It has a drinking problem. It had active fuel economy readings. And on the highway, you can get about 17 miles to the gallon. Which out of a full-size V8, ain't bad. Not great, not bad. But I noticed the minute I stand on it and got all 8 cylinders going, it went down to like 7, 8 miles to the gallon. That's it. But what do you expect? I'm ringing up a 300 horsepower engine to wake up. The 5.7 liter Hemi has something called MDS. It's an MDS system. What does MDS stand for? Multi-displacement system. It means that when you're on the highway just cruising, you're in a 4-banger. It shuts down 4 cylinders of the engine. Ooh, look at me. I have an Impala. That's an Impala making that noise. But when you're cruising on the highway, it's only running on 4 cylinders. Well, 17 miles to the gallon on 4 cylinders, that's horrible. You're right, that is horrible, but you also got to remember, this is a 4-cylinder gasoline engine towing around, I don't know, a 5,000-pound truck. You're not going to get good gas mileage. You do not buy a full-size truck for its fuel economy. You want a full-size truck that gets decent fuel economy, buy a diesel. That's how that works. If you want a full-size truck that gets 20-plus miles to the gallon, you're going to go buy a diesel. If you want a gas-powered truck that gets 20 miles to the gallon, good luck to you. Doesn't exist. But even now, they're still... Dodge is still trying to be innovative. You know, it has something called ramp shutter technology, which works well in cold places, not so much here in the desert. Because the whole thing it does is it has active shutters in the front that help the engine warm up and to help aerodynamics. When the engine is cold, these shutters stay closed. Let the engine warm up faster. Keeps the temperature in. When you're going down the road, and you get up to operating, say you get up to 70 miles an hour and that's where you're going, the shutters will open to help get better aerodynamic flow. Does it help fuel economy? A little bit. Not enough to write home about. Not really. Not really. But other than that, it's still a good idea. It would work well in places where it gets cold. It doesn't get cold enough here in Arizona for that to be a good selling point, though. All in all, I give the truck a 9 out of 10. Even with its glaring faults, I still give the truck a 9 out of 10. Because it's that feeling you get when you drive it. It's hard to describe. And it's different for every person. But I know now, more than anything, I want one. With every fiber of my being, I want one. Can't explain it. It's just that feeling you get into it where you feel like you belong. And that's something the Ram gives you. And it may not be for everybody. It may just be for me. But when you sit in that Ram truck, the interior is designed to be inviting and comfortable and easy to use. The truck is very much never going to get lost in the crowd. It is one of those trucks that just, here I am, I don't give a shit. So, like I said, it's hard for me to put into words, and I guess mainly because this is an unscripted show. This is just me off the fly. But it's a sense of just belonging that you don't get with a lot of vehicles. You know, you get into a Honda Civic, or you get into a fucking Nissan Altima, or you get into, you know, that BMW over there. It just feels like a from here to there car. There's no soul. There's nothing there. It's like the vehicle is just there. And like I said, it's hard to explain, and most people probably won't understand it. But with the Ram, when you get in it, it has character. It has a soul of its own. It is its own construct. And yes, I know there are millions of them out there. They crank them off the fucking production line as fast as they can. But it's just a completely different experience. And it's something I encourage everybody to do at least once. Just go test drive one. You'll see what I'm talking about. Whether you like it or not, you'll still... Whether you agree with me on that or not, you will still feel that the truck is its own construct. It feels different. It reacts different. I mean, the steering on this thing is as fast as some Porsches I've driven. Let that sink into your head. The steering on this full-size truck, you know, this thing built with steel girders and just buckets of iron and pig iron and, you know, horsepower and gasoline. The steering reacts as fast as a German sports car. And I'm not exaggerating that in any bit. The steering on that car is lightning fast. You twitch, truck's over. That's simple. And even though it's a big truck, it's a heavy truck, you know, it always wants to go. It's always, you know, you put your foot down, it's gone. It doesn't think about it. It's like, are you sure? No, you put your foot down, you're gone. It wants to run. It wants to have fun. It wants to play. It's a big dopey puppy. It really is. It's like having a Great Dane for a puppy. That's the best analogy I can come up with having that truck. It's because it always wants to play. It always wants to go do something insane. It's up for anything. If you just want to chill and hang out, you can do that. If you want to go dog the ever-living shit out of it, you can do that too. It's ready for anything. Now, like I said, I'd give the truck a full 9 out of 10. You know, that dial shifter is what takes it from a 10 out of 10 for me. That to me is an issue. And I know it's being forced on us by safety, by you know, America's version of health and safety. That gear levers and gear shifters are dangerous because you can accidentally shift in and out of gear. Fuck you. Get your safety shit out of my fucking way. If somebody is too stupid to operate a vehicle, they shouldn't be operating it in the first place. All in all, it's a good truck. All in all, I encourage everybody to just go test drive one. Just take one around the block. Whether it's an Express, whether it's a Bighorn, whether it's a Longhorn, whether it's a Sport, get in one. Go around the corner with it. Trust me, you'll thank me. Y'all have a good night.